Welcome to the NOFSRL. Two weeks ago, it was winding up and down the desert hills in Roseman, California at Willow Springs. Tonight, here under the lights in Lebanon, Tennessee, we're here at this 1.1 concrete tri-oval track, the Nashville Superspeedway here in Lebanon, Tennessee, not very far away from the greater Nashville area. We are here for race number 17 of the 26 race season. This is the Ruby Tuesday 400 here at Nashville. 40 going to take on this 1.1 concrete track for 60 laps, and it should be an exciting race. Let's take a look at your point standings coming in here. In no surprise at all, Kyle McLeese was able to hold on to his points lead. He has 498 points towards the overall championship now. He is 97 points ahead of Mr. Edge. Nicholas Samadeo worked his way back up into second, gained 2 spots actually in the championship after Willow Springs. So he's looking to close in on that 59, but that task is going to be anything but easy. He's got a 2-race worth of point lead now. 111 points behind is Trey Wright. 113 behind is Kanan Biller. 121 behind is Elijah Gordon. 126 behind is actually the pole sitter for this race, Alejandro Cruz Jr. 127 points behind, Marty Zakela. 130 points back is Colin Teague. 131 back is Christopher Alphaby. And in 10th place, actually tied at 10th, is Caleb Rose and Blake Parker. Caleb Rose going to get the tiebreaker, though, with his win 2 weeks ago at Willow Springs. That is your top 11 in the championship standings now. We are ready to get it going here at Nashville, so let's go down trackside. We'll get you starting lineup so we can get this show on the road. And the engines fire here at Nashville. 40 going to roll off the pit road. It is Alejandro Cruz Jr. on pole position in car number 05, starting alongside the 81 of Gateway in Kansas winner, Kanan Biller. In row number 2, we find Elijah Gordon in the 24, starting alongside Chase Harris in the 23. In row number 3, we find Ryan Durrani in the Comfort Suites number 10, starting alongside the 52 of Ace Garcia. In row number 4, we find Sebastian Kukulon in the 82, starting alongside the 59 of Kyle McLeese, the points leader coming in. And rounding out the top 10, it's Marty Zakela, 3-time winner this season, starting alongside Blake Parker in the 14. That's the top 10 there. The rest of your starting lineup and the Buc-ee's Race Report on the left side of your screen. We are ready to get it going here at Nashville Superspeedway. Pace car going to make the hard left turn on the pit road. Here we go. 40 going to get set free here on the concrete of Nashville Superspeedway, waiting for that green flag to fly. And the Ruby Tuesday 400 is green at Nashville. Let's get the show on the road. Lap 1 led by Elijah Gordon. Kanan Biller there waiting in the wings in second. Gets around pole sitter Alejandro Cruz, who's getting shuffled here in the early going. On the outside, there goes his teammate Ryan Durrani to the inside of the 05. Kukulon now getting shuffled to the outside of Marty Zakela. Down the back straightaway, Kyle McLeese has made it to the inside line now. He's on the inside of Chase Harris, getting around that 23, who slides back on the outside line. And now Kanan Biller looking to the inside of that 24. He's looking for his 3rd win on the season. And Kanan Biller to the lead here at Nashville. Ryan Girani moves into second. Teammate Alejandro Cruz Jr. moves into third and behind the 10. Ethan Lewis now in the middle of a three-wide battle between McLeese and Henderson and himself. Rounding turn 4, gets a little bit of a bump there from McLeese. And McLeese will power into the 6th position now on the racetrack. As up front, Ryan Girani looking to get around Kanan Biller for the race lead. And it looks like he's going to be able to. Sakala there, the 84, he's also looking for his 3rd win on the season. Winner at Las Vegas and Atlanta Motor Speedway. Tracks similar to this, although this one's a little shorter. It's the same sort of configuration as Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So Ryan Girani to the point, only has 1 career win to this point, and here comes Sakala. To the inside of the spring Dago winner 1 season ago. And Sakala looking to take the lead away from Girani. And he will do so. Sakala to the lead here in the Ruby Tuesday 400. Ryan Girani second. Elijah Gordon on the inside of Cruz for third. And there's Kyle McLeese in the 59 working his way into 5th, now into 4th. Cannot stop him. Nobody can make the moves like he can. This is a rookie. Now he's going to the inside of Girani for 3rd. Marching his way up through the field, making it look easy here early on, but here's Vargas going to the inside of that 59, looking to challenge the points leader. Down to the inside into turn 1, Upton looking to the inside of Biller and Girani, 3 wide, and they'll make it work. Ethan Lewis as well will follow through on the inside. That was gutsy, but it worked. Now McLeese stuck on the outside, Upton down low. Teammate to the 59 of McLeese, as up front, battle for the lead. Gordon going after Sakala for the top position, side by side, going into 1. Gordon will take it away. Vargas now down to the inside of Sakala for that 2nd position. Vargas will take it away from the 84. And here's Cruz catching up to the back of that 84 in the 4th position. He's looking for 3rd. McLeese still stuck on that outside lane, but a little more rubber being laid up there as the run goes along. Upton gets pushed up wide as Lewis down to the inside of the 78. And what a block there by Vargas on Sakala, but only for a moment as Marty gets down to the inside of the 46. Now another teammate to McLeese there, the 95 of Trey Wright, working his way up through the field, gets around the 59. So both Team Ninja Rapids cars now outrunning Kyle McLeese. Who would have thunk it? Now side by side for 2nd, Vargas around the 46 of Marty Sakala to hold on to that 2nd position. He had it the last time through, but he'll hold on to it now. And now Lewis trying to dive to the inside to catch up to his teammate there. He's teammates with that 46 of Vargas, the 2 Monkey Racing cars owned by Diego Vasquez. And Lewis will move into that 3rd position. And look at Biller with this dive into turn number 3. And don't look now, here comes McLeese again. Right Upton and McLeese, nose to tail into the tri-oval. What a block there by Cruz on right as he goes to the inside of Sakala. Into turn number 1 they go. McLeese losing a little bit of ground on the inside, but only momentarily. Now he gets it back under him, and now to the inside of the 84. He'll take the spot away. Through 3 and 4 now, Vargas and Gordon. Now nose to tail up front. Vargas on the attack mode on Gordon for the lead into 1. Here we go. Vargas looking to take the spot away, and he will do just that. Gordon brushes the wall a little bit coming out of turn number 2. Trying to dive it back on the outside. Lewis there, the 54, the body armor colors, looking for his first win since the Daytona 500. It would be his 3rd career win. Biller, in pursuit of his 7th career win, will give up 4th to Trey Wright. And now Kyle McLeese looking to get back to the inside in the best by 59 for that 5th position. And looks like he's going to be able to take it away from the 81. And now Marty Sakala is going to move into the 6th position on the inside of the 81. But as we check back up front, Gordon closing back in on Vargas for the race lead. Heading off into 1, Vargas will hold on to it for the moment. Elijah setting into that 2nd position. Ethan Lewis in 3rd. Trey Wright 4th. Kyle McLeese runs currently in the 5th position. Field starting to spread out a little bit, and I know it's called Nashville Superspeedway, and that confuses some folks. Let me go ahead and explain why it is called that. Nashville Fairground Speedway in downtown Nashville was for a long time referred to as just Nashville Speedway. So when this track was built, it being bigger than Nashville Speedway, and not to be confused with Nashville Speedway, they named it Nashville Superspeedway. So it's not a super speedway pack race like Talladega, Daytona, or Armory Digital later on this year will go to. But it is a super speedway when you compare it to the Nashville Fairground Speedway or Nashville Speedway. Vargas now leads the way at the end of lap 15. We're now a quarter of a way through the Ruby Tuesday 400. Expect pit cycles around the start of the 30s as McLeese gives the old boot scoot to Trey right there in the 95. And he'll boogie on by the KFC Chevrolet. But now slides at the exit of turn 4, and Wright will get back around the 59. Goodness. What in the world happened there with McLeese? You don't often see him make mistakes. With the points lead he's got, man, don't see that very often. My goodness. So his teammate Trey Wright gets around, and then Scott Upton, other teammate in the 78, closing on to that 59, and here we go. Battle for the leads back on. Elijah Gordon going down to the inside of Vargas for the top position. Vargas, there's some rubber laid down to the high side, but not enough to make it stick, at least for the moment. Although he does get a good exit out of turn number 2. Down the back stretch, Vargas might have a chance here through 3 and 4. He's making it stick on that outside line. Will he hold on to the spot? For the moment, it looks like he will. Yes, indeed, Vargas back to the lead here at Nashville. That 46 is looking strong here early on, but Gordon's not going to give it up, though. Down to the inside. Still not quite there. Vargas scraped the wall a little bit. Now heading into turn number 3. Gordon, a major dive bomb to the inside, but drove in so deep he's going to have to get out of the gas, and here comes Vargas on the outside, trying to work it. Back to the start-finish line, Vargas will hold on to the lead by just under a car length ahead of that 24. But the battle continues to rage, and we see Lewis and Wright are closing in the more they battle. Gordon now making it stick on the inside out of turn 2, side by side. And it now looks like Gordon will finally get around that 46 unless Vargas can make it stick on the outside again. Lewis now with a mirror full of Trey Wright in the 95 as they round turn 4 down to the start-finish line at the line. Gordon finally leads. And Wright will take a huge dive bomb on the 54 of Lewis into the 3rd position. Break up the Monkey Racing duo at least for the moment, but the 46 and the 54 can just see each other as Vargas now gets to the inside of Gordon again for the lead. And he'll take it away easily. That Nike Mustang has more than just a Mustang under it. Man, that thing is strong. But right now the 95 catching up to the 46. The big move on the inside of Elijah Gordon there for second. And now we might have a chance to take a dive bomb into turn number 3. But not enough to get to the inside of that 46. So we'll stay in second, Gordon in third, Lewis fourth, and here comes Gordon back after that 95. And Upton down to the inside of the 59. Will be Gordon getting around right, and maybe even Lewis, and Upton getting around the 59 of McLeese. Onto the back straightaway we go once again. Lewis in the 54. Oh my goodness. Tried to dive it there on Gordon, but not able to. Vargas continues to lead here, coming to lap 24. Just a handful of laps away from the pit cycle. And that pit cycle is going to be treacherous. We saw a caution come out right as the pit cycle happened last year. So we'll have to see how it goes this time. 3 wide, going into one a little deeper in the field. Lozano, Perez, and Brock going at it there for 23rd. Give it to Lozano. As we'll join back up front, Vargas continues to lead the way, but Lewis down to the inside of Gordon for second. Gordon will hold on to the spot though, and Lewis settles into third, Wright fourth, Upton sitting in the 5th position there. Justin Zidell, where did Zidell come from? Running in 7th, catches up to McLeese, now looking to take 6th away from the 59. How about Zidell here early on? Oh, McLeese is going to blow 3 and 4 again. That's twice now. And Zidell will get right around that 59. No Pacific Camel Racing car has won this year in the Trinity River Cup Series. Zidell looking to turn that around. Lewis now down to the inside of Wright as Gordon stretches away in second, looking to chase down the 46 of Christian Vargas. Lewis into third, and Zidell into the back of Upton, into the wall they go! Upton around, spins down to the traffic, collects Parrish. Miller barely gets through, Dale Lightning's involved, Marty Sakala, Ryan Durrani, Perez just barely scrapes through. Troxel with damage in the 16 on the outside. Thibodeau pounds the 16. And Joey Hightower also gets a piece on that 2. A major accident in turn 3 and 4. Involving at least half a dozen cars here on lap 27 at Nashville Superspeedway, and that may not have just turned this into a fuel mileage race. Vargas gonna lead the field down into the pits. And yeah, it's only lap 27. They'd have to come down at lap 30, so there is a very good chance that we are going to see a fuel mileage finish if things go green the rest of the way. But a lot of cars are going to be taken out in this incident. Upton more than likely going to be out. Yes, Zakela in the 84 still on pit road. Thibodeau out. Troxel out. Sakala out. Durrani out. Upton and Parrish out. And then Lightning coming around in the 55, I believe, is going to be out as well. So 8 cars involved in that pileup. And Vargas off the pit road first. Yes. Gordon second. Parker third. Holy cow. Where did Blake Parker come from? Wright fourth. Henderson. And then Cologne, who won here last season. Right here at Nashville. Looking to break the long dry spell that dates back to Homestead last August. Or last September, rather. You can see the autographs from the tire smoke all the way around turn number 4. The autographs on the racetrack from the 8 drivers involved. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to bring out caution number 1 here at Nashville. That will likely lead us into... Oh, no! Before we do, I think... Is someone blowing up on the inside? No. I thought I thought for a second Samudio was, but I guess that was the color of the concrete. But Vargas leads the way. We'll take a look now at the replay of what happened in the 8-car incident to bring out the first caution of the race here at Nashville. And is likely going to send us into a fuel mileage finish here in the Ruby Tuesday 400. So let's take a look again at what happened overhead here in slow motion. Upton is going to get turned by Zidell. Zidell tries to make the apex of the turn, but Upton's there on the inside. They make contact, and they'll go up and into the wall. Zidell actually gets it a lot harder than I thought he did, and Upton slides down into traffic. Parrish nowhere to go there in the 0-2, and Upton now going to slide down, and along will come Dale Lightning. Pow! Into the back of that 78. Sends the Verizon Chevrolet spinning, and Marty Sakala's going to get a piece, and Durrani comes in and center punches the back end of that 84. And a little further ahead, Perez just barely gets, actually gets a little bit of damage there, a little bit of damage on the door, but Monaco barely makes it through. Alphabet gets a little bit of damage there. Troxel slides up the racetrack after contact, and my goodness. Oh, there's Thibodeau piling into Troxel as well, and Hightower slides in and hits Troxel, and Alphabet apparently fell out of the race too while all this was going on, so something else may have happened, maybe a little more serious than what I thought initially. With it, he's actually got a little bit. He's actually got more damage than I thought he did. Look at that left front. So, really, a 10-car incident. Well, this is the big one. We had the big one here at Nashville Superspeedway, and that's going to take quite a few cars out of this one, no doubt. Let's take a look at full speed. So watching at full speed, here's Zidell into the back of Upton, turns the 78 around and into the wall they go, and behind, cars try to take evasive action. Some not able to make it through, many not able to make it through, and then they just keep piling in on the apron of turns 3 and 4. More become involved, and there's Thibodeau coming in, hitting Troxel. Thibodeau's top 5 streak, top 10 streak will come to an end. Alphabet, the Richmond winner, innocent bystander there, but a ton of damage on the 3. He falls out of the race, and the big one is what brings out the first caution of the race here at Nashville, and earlier than the pit window was going to open up, so we'll probably see a fuel mileage finish here at the end of this one. Track is clear. We're good to go, so let's head to the restart here at Nashville. Back here with your live picture here at Nashville Superspeedway. Christian Vargas leads the way. Got the one to go the last time through. Caution coming out for a major incident. A massive multi-car incident in turn 3 and 4. 8 cars are out of the race. 7 from the incident. Alphabet also falling out of the race under this caution flag. It'll be Vargas, Gordon, Parker, Wright, Henderson, Cologne, Nelson, Lewis, Garcia, and Biller, and what I can only assume is splitting strategy that's going on, as we may or may not have a fuel mileage finish to end this one here at Nashville. Halfway done here at the Nashville Superspeedway, the Ruby Tuesday 400. Green flag is out. Let's crank it up. Oh, Cologne in trouble on the inside. Now up to the middle of the track. Ace Garcia in behind him. Slow in the middle of the track. Something's gone wrong with the 99. And defending Nashville winner Stephen Cologne will not end the winless streak here in the Ruby Tuesday 400. That is such a shame, but that stacks up everybody. And look who that brought up into the mix. Nicholas Samadillo got all the way up to 13th with that. And Kyle McLeese slipping backwards on the outside in the 59. We'll see if Samadillo can do anything, but Vargas currently continues to dominate this race. And of course, remember, we saw splitting strategy under that caution, and the caution came out right before the pit window was going to open. So, there is a chance that we might see a fuel mileage finish here at Nashville. We'll have to see what happens. Blake Parker down to the inside of Vargas for the top spot. And looks like that 14 is going to take it away from the 46. Into turn number 3. Parker will indeed clear Vargas. Gordon slides wide. Henderson there with him. Now slinging to the inside. Vargas now down to the inside of Parker. Looking for the lead again. 2 by 2 from first to fourth. And Vargas will take the lead. Will Henderson take the dive on Vargas? Oh, he almost did. He took a peek down to the inside of the 46, but backed out of it, which is probably a great idea. He's probably saved both of them from crashing. But right now, here's Brock Nelson go to the inside of Elijah Gordon there for fourth. And here's Mitchell Henderson trying to close in on Vargas. This looks like Texas all over again. Here's Henderson closing in on that 46 and right down to the inside for the lead. No contest. Mitchell Henderson to the point here at Nashville. See the leader singled out. Here's Andrews going down to the inside of Parker. Fellow Chevrolets there. Andrews for NS Blackout Motorsports and Parker for All-Star Speed Team. And NS Blackout's John Andrews will move into that fourth position as Gordon slips back to the sixth position in behind Blake Parker. Nashville's the Music City, and everybody out here doing the do-si-do with each other here on lap 38. Everyone slipping and sliding all around the racetrack, looking for every position they can gain. Nicholas Samadillo, Mr. Edge, sitting in the 12th position. Second in points coming in. Kyle McLeese has slipped all the way back to the 23rd position. This is the first real opportunity anyone has had in a while to eat away at that points lead, as now Cologne comes back out onto the racetrack just ahead of Henderson, and that's going to hold the 88 up. But Henderson going to get down to the inside of the 99. Could that bring Vargas, Nelson, and Andrews back into the mix? Cologne holds on to the outside line. Henderson slips back in behind the 99. So this race has been turned flat on its head after that caution. Andrews down to the inside of Vargas for second. Almost got to Henderson also. But remember, this may not be the battle for the win we're seeing because we got to look for the pit strategy. It may or may not come into effect when we get to about lap 57. That is, if a caution doesn't come out. And if a caution does come out before, say, 5-6 laps to go, we might see some cars come into the pits just to ensure they'll be good to the end. But Henderson gets around Cologne. Andrews sits in second. Vargas third. Nelson, Parker. That's the top five. And here's Cologne getting back down to the inside of Henderson. This is not for the lead. Cologne's a lap down right now, sitting in 32nd. He's actually 5 laps down, but now he'll be 4 as he'll get by Henderson again. And Nicholas Samadillo actually just got around Kanan Biller. He'll move into the top 10. Checking in on where Kyle McLeese is. McLeese has fallen outside the top 20 in 21st right now. So we'll keep tabs on that, but it's possible that the points lead shrinks at least a little bit here coming out of Nashville, the way things stick, if they stay the way they are. Henderson gets back around Cologne. Cologne in front of Andrews. Andrews trying to get around that 99 and stay in hot pursuit of the 88 of Mitchell Henderson. 18 laps to go here at Nashville. Cologne swings wide on corner exit. Vargas going to go down to the inside. Keep tempo with Andrews there in the 5, but Cologne works that outside. So Henderson pulls away for the moment. Andrews and Cologne side by side in front of third place Christian Vargas. Andrews in second, Cologne a lap down. Actually, 5 laps down. In 32nd, the only car off the lead pace that's still on the racetrack. Henderson still leads. Cologne stretches away from the 5 and the 46. Nelson right there in the 18, working his way into the picture. Nicholas Samadeo there right in behind Elijah Gordon and Sebastian Kukulon as these two do-si-do for the 8th position. Down the back stretch, he'll look to the inside of that 24 for the 9th position, and he'll take it. And again, checking in on where McLeese is. 25th the last time through. But now ahead, Cologne has caught back up to Henderson. Henderson the leader, Cologne 5 laps down at the moment. And now slings to the inside. This could be very catastrophic for Henderson, as you see second place Andrews right there in the JBL colors. 14 laps to go, and will anybody be able to make it to the end? If anybody needs to come down to the pits, it's just going to come out of nowhere, just like at Darlington. So we'll have to see what happens here in these final few laps. It is possible we have a fuel mileage race, and it's possible if anybody gets stacked up enough, we might go to overtime as a result of that, which would make things even crazier. Andrews, though, catches up to the backside of Henderson. Nelson catching up to Vargas there for third. Checking in on Samadeo right now. There he is, as his teammate Colin T gets around. And Kyle McLeese in the 59, crossed the line 26th. Still slipping backwards. He'll fall to 27th and maybe 28th. Catastrophic for Kyle McLeese. This is the first time in a long time his points lead has been falling apart, and here's Andrews going to the inside of Henderson for the race lead, and he'll take it away from the 88. Andrews has never won a Trinity River Cup Series race, but coming around for 11 laps to go. Will he be able to make it to the end? What does the fuel look like? 11 to go. Vargas third, Nelson's fourth. And who is saving fuel right now? Samadeo slips back to 11th. It is possible he is conserving fuel, as now Henderson gets back down to the inside of Andrews for the lead. Andrews trying to work that high side, and Vargas trying to work the high side on Nelson. Nelson will get around the 46, and Henderson will get around Andrews. 10 laps to go. Into turn number 1 once again. Staying smooth now. Oh, Parker a little sideways coming out of 2. Kukulon trying to get to the outside of him. Won't. Will stay right there on the inside with that 14. Cologne stretching away from the leaders. Samadeo now in a heated battle with Elijah Gordon. Gordon in 13th at the moment. Samadillo slips on the outside. Tries to work it on the older tires, but won't be able to, so will join back up front. Samadillo slips to 13th. McLeese sits in 26th. So if I'm not mistaken, if they stay the way they are, Samadillo and McLeese would be separated by 84 points coming out of this race. Coming in, they were separated by 97. That was the gap first to second. And again, the first time in quite a few races that McLeese's championship lead will have shrunk if things stay the way they are. McLeese now sits in the 27th position. Only 30 cars now on the lead lap. Trey Smith falls a lap down. He's 2 laps down. I guess Smith's down to the pit road. So Cologne is 4 laps down right now. Hightower, the last car on the lead lap. As McLeese falls to 29th. There's Smith in the pits. Now McLeese in 28th as he gets around William Brock and Joey Hightower there, who got a little bit of a piece from the earlier pileup, sits in 30th. 6 laps to go at Nashville. Who is going to be able to make it and who will not? Andrew sits in second as Henderson pulled away a little more that time through. The gap looks at staying very steady though, at least for the most part. Nelson and Vargas singled out. Very slow through the corners now. As Vargas slings wide from third place. I don't think he got the wall, but it was really close. That'll bring Nelson closer to him, and Andrews did not gain anything on Henderson. In fact, I think he even slipped a little bit. But now 5 laps to go at Nashville. Samadillo sits 12th. McLeese sits 28th. Henderson on the low line trying to coast home. Everyone on fuel mileage mode right now. They came down on lap 27 when the caution came out. Now we're right at 30 laps. The caution came out at lap 27. They came down lap 28. So we'll be 30 laps this time through. Will anybody have to come down? That remains to be seen here in these final 3 laps at Nashville Superspeedway. Caleb Rose takes a look to the inside of Blake Parker. That's for 5th. Vargas now to the inside of Nelson for 3rd. Andrews not able to challenge Henderson for the moment. Through 3 and 4. He takes a big dive to the outside, and Henderson's going to come down the pits. Andrews stays out of the racetrack. Who else has to come down? Parker comes down into the pits. Collins comes down. 2 laps to go here at Nashville. Seidel into the pits. Crown into the pits. McLeese and Samadillo both stayed out. But Andrews now in position for his first career victory. Through turn 3 and 4, will he have to come down to the pits? No, he won't. He'll stay out on the racetrack looking for the white flag as Teague Rose come down the pit road. Sebastian Kukulon comes down. Samadillo stays out, the white flag in hand. At start finish for John Andrews in the 5. Vargas, Nelson battle for 2nd now. But Waco, Texas is John Andrews. For NS Blackout Motorsports, the JBL number 5 Chevrolet is looking to hold on and go to victory lane for the first time. Out of turn 4, he'll do just that. John Andrews is a winner at Nashville in the Ruby Tuesday 400. And looking where Samadillo's going to finish, Samadillo will finish 7th in all the chaos. And McLeese will escape with a 15th place finish. So the difference will probably be 89 points coming out of this race between McLeese and Samadillo. And so McLeese's points lead will not bleed as much as it looked like it was going to. But what a race here at Nashville, and a first-time winner to boot. John Andrews wins at Nashville Superspeedway on a fuel mileage finish. We saw it coming. He was able to save and make it to the end. Congratulations to him. We'll take a look at your full results now here from Nashville. Andrews wins by a second and a half, a little over a second and a half ahead of Christian Vargas with an average race speed of 139.599 miles per hour. Nelson third, Lozano fourth, Biller fifth, Lewis, Samadillo, Sear, Williams, and Cruz round out the top 10 in one of the most unpredictable races we have seen in a long time. But Harris, Monaco, McShane, Hightower, Parker, Collins, Zidell, Crown, and Smith not able to finish on the lead lap. Elijah Gordon out late with a camshaft failure, looks like. And Alpha B out after the under the only caution of the race, as it ended up being. And Lightning, Parrish, Upton, Sakala, Durrani, Troxel, and Thibodeau all out as a result of that big pileup in turn 3 and 4. But that's going to round it off here at Nashville Superspeedway. Your points leader, Kyle McLeese, by the way, finishing 15th. Doesn't look like he's going to lose much from the points lead, but it's enough where it could have been a lot worse. So excellent recovery there by Kyle McLeese, and a great job to conserve fuel. Same for Samadillo. He'll eat into Kyle McLeese's points lead. It's been a few weeks since we've said someone has actually eaten into his points lead, Kyle McLeese's points lead, that is. So we'll see. We've got 9 races left after this, so he may not quite have it in the bag just yet. But one more congratulations to John Andrews and that JBL number 5 NS Blackout Motorsports team. Congratulations. First win for that team since since Colin Teague at Talladega. So all 3 of the NS Blackout cars have wins now this year. Big congratulations to them. Congratulations to John Andrews. This is his first win of his career. We will take a look now at the rest of your drivers' point standings, your owner's point standings, and we'll wrap it all up here from Nashville. Next week is the Independence 500 at the Pocono Raceway. Hope to see you then. Until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Welcome to the NOFSRL.